Okay, y'all. All right. Okay. I got this plant. She's Mysteria. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with her. And so I had her in. I think this is probably still the container I brought her in. And I went away because that's what I be doing. I be traveling out in these streets. And I had someone, water my plant. Sweet little girl. Anywho, the point of this is she overwatered her. And she's been slowly dying. Or turning yellow, I should say. Not dying. She's slowly been turning yellow. This one here, I took off of her because I didn't like it. Right? And so, I don't know. I figured I need to repot her to make sure that her roots are not soaked. And so, this is what we're doing right now. This is what we're doing right now. Now, do I want y'all to see all the things? Not really. This is not a plant channel. This is just a me channel. So you may not see. Oh, it's hard to get her out. Look at her. Look at her roots. It's hard to get her out. What y'all think? Y'all plant people out there, what y'all think? Her roots look like it's wet. It's wet. She's still good and wet down there. I'm going to go ahead and open her up just a tad bit. Again, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm only following my intuition, right? Because that's what we do over here in these streets. And then I'm going to sit her down here. And I'm going to get her some more soil to help dry out these roots. Because I think these roots are just too wet to me. They like, I don't know. They're just really wet. Now, I'm a good water person. But too much water is a problem. And I think that's what I came to say today. Too much water is a problem. When you got too much water, you got too much emotions going on. And you ain't learned how to regulate them. You ain't learned how to balance them out. You ain't learned how to do all the things to keep you sane. You have bouts of depression, and then you have bouts of joy. A lot of energy going on, but then at the same time, you're still struggling. And because you got too much emotion going on, and they just running through you. Like you just like a big old river with a waterfall out here. You might be pretty and everything one moment, but you just as dangerous as I don't know what, because you got too much water going on. So we got to add a little earth to you. Just a little earth. And hey, we all go through. We all at one moment have too much water. We can't regulate our emotions. Life is just too much for us to bear. Right? And I get it. Stuff happen. People pass away and you lose your job. Lost is what really caused unstable emotions. Lost of oneself, lost of a friend, lost of a family member, lost of a relationship. And that loss can drown us in water. We just become overly, we just become full of water. Full of water. And with nowhere for it to go. So, what do? When we got too much water and nowhere for it to go, we put in some dry soil. We don't take no fire and just heat it up. We don't want to do that now. We don't want to take fire and just throw it on the water. Because then what's that doing? What's that doing? It just warmed the water, and it's a slow release. It's a slow release. Well, it could be a strong release too, but then you burning yourself. You like a boiling water, and you exploding everywhere, and you dry, and you just exploding with emotion that you can't control, and you start just profane and screaming and beating, and you become abusive to yourself, and you become abusive to each other in an aggressive way, in an aggressive way, right? And we don't want to do that. We want to release. We want to release that water, release those emotions in a safe way, right? In a way where it's not going to cause us harm, and it's not going to cause other people harm. And so I offer to you to use soil instead, right? What does it mean? Use earth instead, right? Let you release slowly but surely. Let you release in a stable way where you're not explosive, right? Fire will have you explosive, have you doing things that, you may regret, have you saying things that you may, that you can't take back. Fire with water would have you reacting versus responding, right? You just reactive, you impulsively reacting, right? When we impulsively react, it's usually not cute. You done got it off your chest, you done said what you want to say, but you wasn't open to anything else. You didn't hear the other person, you didn't understand. You just was explosive. You just threw up and vomited all your unstable emotion on everybody around you. And sometimes, most times, it's not even the people that you blew up on. So they didn't cause for your emotions. They didn't call for your distress, but yet they got it. Yet they sitting in it. And so I don't know how she's going to do in this new pot with this new water, with this new soil, I should say, this dry soil that I put around her. We don't know how she's going to do. And yes, we're going to give this a little bit of water, but not a lot, because it is a dry soil. All right. But we're not going to water her today. I'm going to let her, because she needs to be in a place with not a lot of sun. We're going to put her back in the house where she usually sit, which is in the bathroom. And we're going to see what she do with the slow release of her emotion when she had too much water, too much emotions. She's going to have a slow release with this soil, with this earth. And we're going to see what she's going to do. Now, if y'all been very emotional, whether it's a hormonal issue, whether it is life issue, but your emotion is really intense and they're just everywhere and you can't get them under control. You try your best. You're not saying nothing. You try to separate yourself from people. You try to do all the things. How about you invite some earth, some soil into your routine? Some earth and some soil. Am I saying go plant a plant? No. Am I saying go plant a tree? No. I mean, it might work though. It might work. Planting anything does your body good, does your spirit good. So yeah, that might work. What I am saying, get outside, walk, move, exercise, put your hand in something. Put your hand, whether your hand is in soil, whether your hand is in clay, whether your hand is in paint, something, right? Move your body, that earth. That's an earth thing. Move your body. Your body is too structured. Get out there and run, jog. Walking is good, but walking, sometime at a slow pace don't help. You got to release that energy through your body. And this soil and this plant represents that, right? Because the soil and the roots of this plant is the body of this plant. And we have to dry her out, right? That's how she's releasing. She's releasing that water by spreading it and giving it to everybody else in a slow fashion. So when you move your body, it's the same way. Your body is releasing something, right? In a slow fashion. It's giving it to the earth. So give your emotions to the earth. She can handle it. She can take it. Because you're doing it in a good and kind way. And then after that, thank the earth. But that's all I got for you today. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.